Okay. Can you hear me now? Somebody let me know. I can't see anything or hear anything. Voice now. Yay. Thank you, Candace. Can you hear me now? Okay. Hello. Hello. Voice now. Hello. 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 Yes. Woohoo. Okay. And we are doing the soul forecast for 2022. And this is take two. Um, but before we do that, while we allow everybody to get the second notification that we're trying this again, this is the forecast is not a prediction. This is really about soul searching and what it is our soul is needing most. And soul searching itself is a beautiful practice of getting to know who you are and remembering the inner peace from what may seem like a lifetime ago, but that it can be attainable once again. So, through the practice of setting your intentions, you begin to create that beautiful flow of light stream energy that will carry your vibration out into the universe. And then it actually circles back around to you, creating this beautiful vortex of energy. You may be asking yourself questions about life, and intentions allow you to open your mind and your heart, giving you permission for an abundance of goodness that will flow your way. And you are then reminded that the brain is your storyteller and your heart sifts through the illusions to get to the core of your being. This is what my spiritual practice has done for me. It's not only changed my life, but has allowed me to see more peace within myself, which allows me to see more peace in the outside world. And the moment that I step out of alignment with this practice is the moment I know and recognize that I have stepped out of alignment with myself. And so that is what the soul forecast is all about, bringing yourself back into alignment with yourself so that you can show up better, not only for yourself, but for everybody else that's around you. I don't know about you. I mean, let me know in the comments, or show of hands or whatever, but I need daily reminders. And that's one of the things I love about my business because it's spiritually based. And so every single day I get to share those reminders with you, but they're also great reminders for myself. I need those reminders to not worry, to not control, to not push, to not resist what is trying to come my way, and the reminders to breathe and to let go. And in order to succeed, it's important to have a proper preparation to your day. And that's what a spiritual practice is all about, preparing for the day to show up in the best way that you possibly can. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. And I'm so happy to see so many of these faces here and some shows of hands. Whoop, whoop. Yes, need to trust. And Stacy, that is a big part of today's message. So, here is the lineup of what is coming your way. And we are going to let me take care of that and bring in card number 1. I'm going to make myself small, but only in picture form, because I want to show up as my best self for you. So just a reminder that this is not a prediction, but it's a reading for your soul. And I hope you brought pen and paper to take some notes. I am using the card formation surrender, fear to faith. So that means the first card is about surrendering, the second card is about the fear, and the third card is about faith. And this is in regards for the best possible outcome of your highest good. So take what you need and leave the rest and allow it to circulate within and around you and do what it is that it needs to do. So this is the first card, and this first card is in regards to the willingness to surrender. There's that word, right? Whew, that's a biggie. It's not always easy. But the release and the awareness of this said release is how you surrender. There's many different ways to do this. This is card number 8, and it is the number of infinite abundances. It's about the infinite flow of money and inspiration and guidance and love. What a flippin' fabulous card. Try to say that fast. Something else almost came out of my mouth. But what a fabulous flipping card to begin the new year with, to prepare ourselves to bring forth what it is our soul needs most. Card number 8, infinite love. This is about the light stream frequency, which makes its way through your elevated consciousness and stepping through the portal to the next level of connection. That excites me. I don't know. Raise your hand, give me a heart if that excites you too. Are you ready for the next level of connection? I always am. I am always ready to continue to rise a little more, a little more, and a little more. It just keeps getting better and better and better. There are many levels of awareness, and each time that you rise, you step through another portal and another portal and another portal. There's many of them. There's infinite amounts out there. There's infinite directions for you to go. It's an ever-changing process, and you feel much more, which sometimes doesn't always feel like a blessing, but it is in hindsight and in foresight. But your emotions run higher, and this allows you to actually see much more. This allows you to see objectively instead of subjectively. This allows you to see from a loving heart, to see the truth. And you begin to see the truth for the value that it is. Whatever that might mean for you, that is something different for everybody. And that's okay. Your truth is not somebody else's truth. Your truth is your own. Your truth is a state of being. So don't back down when you're pushed into the corner. Stand strong for what your gut is telling you and believe that the divine source is taking care of you. There is a lot of surrendering in that one sentence that I just said. There's a lot happening right there. And at times it may feel very difficult, but it is in the allowing of source to move with you for strength that holds you back from caving into what may be easier. Enlightenment is not the high road. Enlightenment is not all fluffy cows, fluffy clouds and unicorns and rainbows, but it is the higher frequency of understanding purpose in every situation. It's not always easy in essence of sight, but with your soul's light and the power in which it holds, you simply know that you will be okay. Not necessarily knowing what that is or what it might mean, but knowing that you are right where you're supposed to be and you're doing what is needed most for you. So the card actually reads, because you probably can't see it in there. The card reads, with each intention that comes to the surface, you begin to rumble the motion of energy working with your light stream. So with good intentions, your sky will be blue every day, just like the card. The sun will always shine in your heart, and your light radiates comfort through love. So create your day with your intentions. Begin a spiritual practice of asking yourself this every single day and come back to alignment with your soul's light. Surrender in the moments of discontentment and the frustrations that come your way as you turn back to your intention that you set for the beginning of the day. Stay in tune with your daily routine, for in the moments you think you don't have time or you feel you don't need it because all is good, that's when you need it the most. This is what transpires when you practice surrender every day throughout the day. That, my friends, is card number 1. So there is a lot more to come from where we were with that. With the new year brings new hope, peace, and joy. Absolutely, James. And here's the thing about what I love about New Year's is yes, it does bring new hope, peace, and joy, but we need to remember and make this part of our intention that each and every day that comes our way brings new hope, peace, and joy through faith, through surrender, and releasing our fears. Minding my business, D. Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. If we don't trust, we can't release the ego. Absolutely. Trust is a huge part of this message as I'm going to bring up card number 2 for everybody to see. And this is the key card, which is kind of ironic because it's also the card that is representing the fear in the current situation of whatever it is that you are setting your intentions for. Because where are your fears, and beginning to identify where they are is going to allow you to dissolve them. But if we don't know what they are, if we don't recognize them, how are we going to surrender them? So, recognizing such thoughts as fear is a moment for great pause. Fear can come in forms of judgment, stress, um, my mind's going blank. Here we go. All right, everybody throw out some sort of emotion and feeling that is fear-based, that is limiting beliefs. I really want to hear what everybody else seems to think in regards to that, especially since my mind just went whoop, because I'm so connected with the deeper message. Yeah. All right. So as you guys are doing that, let me tap back into where I was going with this. And here's the thing: we want a sign, right? We're always looking for the sign. I need a sign for this. I need a sign for that. I wish the universe would tell me what I need to do. This is your sign, not the card, but the recognition of these fearful thoughts. What is driving you to feel this way? And do you want to get into that car to travel? Do you want to get into that fear and drive down the road with it? Is it worth the risk, or is it safer to stay in your comfort zone? Because sometimes we have to travel with that fear to get to what's on the other side of it. And sometimes it is best for our safety to not ride in that car with that fear. You are the only one that knows that. So the card reads, the true heart of creativity comes from a place that we cannot see. Anxiety, worry, panic, yes, scared of what will happen. Absolutely. Especially with what's transpired in the last couple years, there's a lot of fear, and most of it is fear of not knowing, fear of not really knowing what our right choices are. That's why our gut instinct is so important right now for a number of reasons. So you have to decipher, is it worth the risk? Because I'm going to read the card again. The true heart of creativity comes from a place that we cannot see. This is this card has the infamous key on it. And I say that because we all think we need a key to unlock a door before we can open it. So if you really want a key to prosper, here it is. But the truth is, we don't need a key. We receive knowledge through sources that there is no key. It's never needed because there's no door. Of course, it's metaphorical. It's never locked and it's never closed. The pause is your key to greatness, even the ones from the past. They are a part of you, but they're not your identity. And they have allowed you to get to know yourself better as a spiritual being and to step in through the next level of light. This frequency allows you to rise. Allow is a form of surrender. When we surrender to the thought and we release the fear through the pause and the recognition, we elevate our light frequency. This gives you that opportunity to stand back up and to fight for your right to party. I don't know why I just did that. Oh, it's funny sometimes the things that come out of your mouth. Um, and I'm probably the only one laughing at myself, but whatever. So, but seriously, um, this is about your right to be unconditionally happy and to capture those moments of peace more often. Can we live in moments of peace 24/7? If you're a monk, maybe. If you meditate all day long and you have nothing else to do, probably. But there are things that we have to do to keep up with living. And so peace is not always an offering every second of the day, but it is possible to reach that more often. So the roses in this card represent a true angelic connection as your archangels and your ascended masters are watching over you with their hand held out, offering their service so that you can better serve. So tap into your heart center for guidance as your soul light allows you to see so much more, like a spotlight shining for a greater vision and stepping stones, giving you those stepping stones to get you to where it is that you want to go. I was laughing with you. Thank you, Christine. I appreciate that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we are going to move on to card number 3 in this 3-card formation. And this is the wrap up for the first 2 cards. And it really is it's like 2 bookends. I'm gonna add this. So this was the first card and the beautiful portal that is in the midst of that card. And this is card number 3 that actually has another portal. So this is really about elevating that frequency and getting yourself to that next level. This is in regards to your faith. Remember, the card formation is surrender fear to faith. The strength of your faith is built through good intentions and trust. That's the surrender. Another form of trust. Stacy mentioned trust earlier, and here it is in the message. So every time that you think you have finished the process of releasing limiting thoughts and beliefs, something reminds you it's time to release more. Your faith is connected to your soul center. You have the ability to expand your faith. This is the sacred space of reason, the opportunity to tap into all the knowledge and wisdom that you have collected through the years and other lifetimes as well. This is a space that is directly connected to the divine source through love. Love is light. Light is love. If you hear nothing else tonight, walk with love in your heart. Compassion for self and others, regardless of their situation or voice. So as you call more attention to this light, you call more attention to your self-love. And this goes beyond self-care as you step up to a new platform of soul care, a high frequency in which to travel your enlightened journey. The card itself reads, "It is through your soul's eye that you will begin to see, to hear, and to understand more." If this is not the perfect wrap up for this message, through your work and your daily habits and your spiritual practice, whatever you want to call it, that will allow you to see through your soul's eye. You are in control of your destiny, and it is your choice to decide what that is going to look like from where you are right now in this moment. Not what you thought it should be, but where can I go from here? Surrender your fear of this thought at this moment and paint the picture of your wildest dreams. Remember, as you move forward throughout this year with gratitude, that true happiness will arise through the awareness of understanding that life doesn't always turn out the way in which we hoped, but we do have the ability to control the way we react and move forward. This is the second portal card in the series, which is really exciting as you go through these two levels of enlightenment with this plan of action. Listen to the music of your soul as you dance with the harmony in which it plays. Pay attention to the signs being shown to you every single day. Give gratitude for each breath that you are privileged to have as you call upon your higher power to lead the way. And as you walk the path and bridge the gap of knowing your angels are near, you are the leader of your legacy. Remember this. This is card number 51. So it's about keeping positive thoughts as they have the ability to steer you in many ways. They can light you up, they can light others up, and they can tear you right back down. You choose before you speak. Words are the most powerful weapon out there. 5 plus 1 is 6. This number on this card represents the release of worry. Don't worry about worldly goods. This is not the abundance in which you seek, but remind yourself that things always have a way of working out and you will be provided for in one way or another. So don't obsess about your day not going the way you planned. This is a lower frequency of light that can feel heavy, and it can build upon those fearful thoughts that we're working on releasing, the fearful emotions and feelings. This is when we surrender our fear to faith. It allows you to rise up to any occasion whatsoever. So that is the 2020 soul forecast for the collective. Before I go tonight, though, I'm not going to be pulling single cards because this message was very in depth and there's a lot of information and a lot to think about and to process. So, like I said earlier, take what it is that you need, and leave the rest. Come back, re listen again because I'm sure you'll hear something new. But before we go, I want to remind you about realigning with your self love and your soul care through your spiritual practice. Um, January 3rd, I am having a special Create a Sacred Self Declaration for the new year ahead. It's something that we did back in June, but this is actually for planning the year. And then the first live Sacred Light gathering is January 20th for the Align to Fly program that is happening and begins January 1st. There'll be information and tools and techniques and all the stuff. I'm going to pull myself up so you can see me better. Um, there's going to be meditations, there's journal prompts, there's challenges and things to keep you in alignment with your own spiritual practice. So you work as you wish, and we will be meeting live. Actually, we're going to be doing 2 lives this month. Typically, it's going to be 1 live where we will get together in a sacred space and support one another and um, hold each other accountable for staying in practice, because like I said, it's in the moments that we think we don't really need to practice that we can skip the meditation today, or we can skip the intention setting or whatever it is you may do. It's in those moments that we really need it the most, because when we don't practice, when we don't stay with our daily habits, you will need to realign yourself. It's that practice that allows you to stay in that space of peace as often as you possibly can. So, any questions before I leave, or any comments that you want to share with others? any insight that you may have received while I was talking. Hey, how about my new rebranding here? Huh? I got rid of the black. It's all about light this year, right? Light is white is the new light. Light is the new black. No, that's a show, right? It was orange is new black. Oh, anyways, I wanted to be brighter and lighter this year. So I went with the white. Stacy says, this was timely and needed as I have some rough things to deal with, face next 6 weeks, and brings up fear mentally and physically. And trying to find a way to stay in my heart through it all. Yeah. And I've never been through that situation, Stacy, and I appreciate your vulnerability and sharing that with all of us, because I'm sure you're not alone out there. And that's what the collective is all about. That's what this group here, that's what the Oracle card group, wherever you're listening from, I'm in 3 different places tonight. Um, that's what they're about, is about supporting one another and reminding one another who we are. So Stacy, stay in your practice. You have 5 minutes a day. That's all you need. You don't need a lot. So find the quick, easy ways that you can pull yourself back into alignment. For instance, this is a great segue for the Daily Oracle podcast. If you follow on any of the platforms that you can pull up on your cell phone, every single day, there's a beautiful channeled message using the Oracle cards that I have created that they're between 2 to 5 minutes long. And they're a great way to start your day. I start my day listening to my own messages because when I am reading messages, I don't really know what's coming out. And it always seems to be the perfect thing that I need to hear. So that's a great way to stay in a daily practice, is just clicking play and listening to somebody that you enjoy listening to, whether it's me or somebody else. But it's a great way to stay in practice. James says, if you don't use it, you lose it, just like a muscle. That's right, bud. Absolutely right. Yeah, our intuition and our sacredness and our connection to our soul. If we are not remaining in that connection gets lost. And sometimes it gets harder to work your way back to that strength. Stacy also says, noticed how light and lovely it is. Love it. Oh, thank you. Thank you guys so much. I will look them up. I know you have them just technically challenged. You know what I'll do? I'll share the link from my website that posts them there every single day. And you can go on the website every morning, but there's also links there for Anchor, Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Stitcher. And then you can choose, and it might prompt you to download something onto your phone or whatever. But here is the link for that. And so you can listen there every day. You click follow, and I'm not really sure how it works because it's my website, and when I sign up for things, it doesn't recognize me as, I guess, worthy of receiving those same notifications. So, all right, guys, I am going to end this here tonight. Thank you all so much for joining me. Please feel free to share this with others that may want to hear the message. I'm going to, why is that banner back on there again? I thought I changed that. Can you believe it? All right. Heh. There we go. Hopefully that wasn't there the whole time, but I'm probably going to splice this up into little snippets because there was a lot of really cool information there. So I love you all. Thank you so much. And may beautiful blessings of light come your way as the new year begins to approach. Take a deep breath. And I don't even know how I got here, but just what I needed to hear. Oh, I love when that happens. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being with us, and have a blessed, prosperous new year. Take care, y'all.